You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Victoria Shaffer, aspiring actress, babysitter extraordinaire, college student, and animal enthusiast, is on her own for the first time in New York City. Follow Victoria and her two dogs, Rue and Echo, as she cares for her furry friends and juggles home life and career, all the while managing to survive in the world's most hectic city. The exciting animal adventures and secret stories from both ends of the leash that make up the Tales of the City.
Hey guys, it's Victoria Shaffer, and I am so excited to be hosting my very own show called Tales of the City on Pet Life Radio. I suppose I should start out by telling you all a little bit about myself, considering I hope you'll continue to tune in. I live in New York City, where I attend college at the New School for Liberal Arts. I'm studying theater and culture and media studies in hopes of becoming an actress / talk show host / voiceover artist. It's ambitious. And while this show is a great opportunity for me to get closer to these dreams, I'm even more thrilled about this because I'm a dog lover like many of you, and I'm so passionate about animal adoption. I have two of my own dogs, Rue and Echo. Rue is a Boston Terrier Chihuahua mix, and Echo is an Australian Shepherd mix. Both adopted from the South and both 1 year old. And while it's absolutely exhausting and a lot of work raising two dogs, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, they're basically my best friends, and it may sound lame, but whatever, it's true. I like to think I have it all under control. You know, taking care of these two dogs, going to school, babysitting, auditioning, keeping up a relationship with my absolutely lovely boyfriend. You better be listening. I don't. I mean, I'm graduating next year, and I have no idea what's in store for me. And that's why I've decided to host a show focused in New York City, the craziest, coolest, most fun city in the world. And while it may sound like I'm being biased, I don't think anyone would disagree. I think that if you can survive in this city, you can survive in any city. So I'm here to share with you, my listeners, who will hopefully spread the word about this little radio show I'm doing, the tricks of living in the city, or rather the tales of the city. See what I did there? I need advice on how to get it all done. So stick around, because up next, I'll be sharing my interview with Modern Family's Ty Burrell on his animated role in the new film Mr. Peabody and Sherman, coming out March 7th.
Sit and stay. Tales of the City will be right back in two shakes of a, tail.
Swipe It's a revolutionary new product that literally wipes away cat hair from virtually any surface. You know, most of us struggle with a roller or vacuum cleaner to clean up cat hair, but anyone who has tried either of these knows they just don't work very well. But Swipe It's patent-pending glove has a magnetic-like quality that removes cat hair from almost everything. And best of all, Swipe It's is machine washable, so you can use it over and over again. To order, just visit swipeits.com. That's SWIPETS. A simple solution for shedding.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey guys, I'm here with Emmy Award-winning actor Ty Burrell, who plays Mr. Peabody in Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and Pet Life Radio.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
So, I need to ask, since all of our listeners are dog lovers, how did you prepare for the role of Mr. Peabody?
Well, there's no way for me to prepare to play a genius, because that is just an impossibility.
Let alone a dog.
Yeah.
So.
But I grew up with lots of dogs.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, tons. I lived out in the country. We lived way out in the country in Oregon.
Wow.
And so I'm very familiar with dogs, and I am a real dog lover. So the chance to play a dog was very exciting.
Yeah, did they affect any of your decisions?
No, because really the character was already established from the original, which was in the early 60s. And there was a great voice actor named Bill Scott, who created the original voice. So I was really taking my cues from him. Mm-hmm.
And did you feel any pressure?
Yeah, a little bit.
Following already.
Yeah, a little bit. He was such a genius, that I definitely feel like I needed to respect what he'd done.
Right.
Because he was so good, and also just there are so many loyal fans to that show, as there should be, because it was so good. But by the same token, I had to kind of make it my own, especially because we've added scenes that were never in the shorts, which are really between the father and son about Peabody and Sherman, kind of,
which is such a great relationship.
Yeah, them kind of growing to love each other.
Right.
And so that requires a little bit more of a grounded voice. I don't know if you ever saw any of the originals, but
I did not.
Yeah, but they're really witty and funny and stuff, but they don't really get into the relationship.
Right.
So
okay, so obviously your character Mr. Peabody and your Modern Family character Phil are totally different.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that one is an animated movie and the other one is a sitcom. So do you have a preference in which character you'd like to play?
They're both fun for different reasons. I would say Peabody is really fun because it's so far from who I am. To play somebody who's always right, who knows, who knows everything, literally knows everything. It's fun to be able to say that kind of stuff and be able to answer everything just right. And that's just so not me. And Phil Dunphy is fun to play because it's probably closer to who I am. And it's always fun to play somebody who, who's a little bit oblivious but is so sweet. He's such a good-natured person.
Yeah, I love watching that show.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So you mentioned you grew up with dogs. Do you have any funny stories you could share with everyone?
Well, we had one dog named Liza.
Oh, yeah.
She was a very sweet... All of our dogs were mixed breeds. We never had anything but mutts.
I love mutts. I have two myself.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh, great. And she was part Samoyed, if I'm saying that correctly.
Like puffy
part
Eskimo dog.
Part that, part collie, part... I can't remember what else.
So long hair, lots of shedding.
Exactly. Lots of white hair everywhere.
Yep. That's exactly my situation.
Oh, that's
except
great.
I live in an apartment in New York City.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Vacuum all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she loved the warmth of the street, of the pavement, when the sun would hit the pavement in the afternoon, and she would go out and take a nap in the middle of the street.
Oh, really?
And our neighbors just knew where she was and would just drive around her.
Oh, wow.
She never got hit. Everybody in the neighborhood just knew that Liza liked to take her nap in the afternoon in the middle of the street.
And she lived happily in the middle of the street.
Totally
no
fine.
problem.
Everybody
wow, that's amazing.
Just go very slow and pull around Liza.
And you have nice neighbors.
Very nice neighbors,
because that would have been horrible, God forbid.
Yeah.
So I have two more questions about Modern Family. Okay. One is, what is it like working with a dog on Modern Family? Do you get to hang out with her out behind set?
I don't really get to spend much time with the dog. That's really, Jay and Gloria.
Jeez, right.
So,
wasn't sure if she just hung out on set. Maybe had her own chair.
Oh, no, they bring her in, because she would probably get really bored being around set all the time.
Yeah, right.
So they bring her in...
just for the selection.
Just for the scenes that she's in. But she's a great dog.
Yeah, I bet she's well trained.
Is it a French bulldog?
Yeah, French bulldog named Stella.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, can you give us any inside scoop on what's to come for Modern Family or your character?
Well, there's not much. It's a funny, like a lot of sitcoms. There's not a lot of. It's not so much like an hour-long show like Scandal or something where there'd be like a big reveal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For us, it's usually sort of like just new, different sort of scenarios where the family kind of goes through that stuff together. Yeah. And we're traveling to Australia for an episode.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be
exciting.
That'll be really fun.
Yeah.
We shot an episode in Las Vegas.
Cool. So a lot of traveling lately.
Yeah, there's been a lot of traveling.
It's fun going around with the cast. Do you go with your family as well?
If it works out, I have young kids. 2 and 4, so...
It's hard to relocate them.
It is. Mm-hmm. There's a lot.
Yeah, if you think a lot of diapers.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, right.
And being on, the trip to Australia, my wife and I decided that the flight was just too long.
Yeah, I bet.
I think it's 14 hours.
Oh, wow.
So for young kids,
that's crazy jet lag when you get there.
That's 13 hours too long for young kids.
Yeah, and for you to have to entertain for that long straight. Great, so perfect. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good
my
luck
pleasure.
in Australia and
Great job
else.
On your first interview.
Thank you.
Great job.
Time for a walk. In Central Park, of course. We'll be right back with more Tales of the City.
Hi, this is Tim Link, animal communicator and pet expert and host of Animal Rights on Pet Life Radio. Have you ever wanted to know what your pet is really thinking? Do you want to find out if they truly understand what you're trying to tell them? Ever wish you could build a better understanding and closer relationship with your pet? Well, now you can. Learning to Communicate with Animals is a 4-part on-demand workshop. In the workshop, you'll learn the essential techniques that are necessary to communicate with animals, including what is animal communication, breathing correctly to achieve the perfect state to communicate with your animals at a deeper level, using guided meditation exercises and method to communicate with animals, and how to send and receive information from your animals. So if you're wanting to learn how to communicate and connect with your animals at a deeper level, visit PetLifeRadio.com/workshop and purchase and download Learning to Communicate with Animals. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robin Gansert, President and CEO of American Humane Association, the country's first national humane organization. Here to tell you about our new show, Be Humane, on Pet Life Radio. Each week, we'll be bringing you the latest news and issues affecting our animal friends, and we'll also be bringing you interviews with Hollywood's biggest animal advocates, here to share tales about their pets and what they're doing to promote a more humane world. Our own highly experienced staff and friends of the organization will also join us each week to share what they're up to in the animal world. I hope you'll stop by. Until then, let's always remember to be humane.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Tales of the City. I'm your host, Victoria Shaffer. After talking to Ty Burrell at the Mr. Peabody and Sherman New York premiere, I was inspired since I myself want to be a voiceover artist. I mean, it's an awesome gig. Who doesn't want to go to work in their pajamas? I thought maybe I should seek some more advice from my good family friend, Gilbert Gottfried. Besides being one of the funniest men I have ever met, as you'll be able to tell from my constant laughter in the interview with him, Gilbert is a seasoned voiceover artist. He integrates his comedic talent and unique voice to get roles everyone recognizes. He was Iago in Aladdin, Digit in PBS's popular children's show Cyber Chase, the horse on Family Guy, the dog in Dr. Dolittle, and so many more. He has an epic resume. If you're looking for a good laugh, check out his reading of 50 Shades of Grey on YouTube. It's hilarious. So, up next, here's what Gilbert had to say on mastering voiceover. I could definitely take some advice from him. Hi, I'm here with Gilbert Gottfried. Thank you for talking with me.
Yes, I haven't spoken yet.
Well, agreeing to talk with me.
Yeah, so I agreed to talk. I don't know, I changed my mind now. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't want to talk. Just you can ramble on. I won't say anything.
Okay, so I heard that you started doing stand-up comedy when you were 15.
Yeah, I started doing 15.
How did you get interested in stand-up comedy?
Well, I just figured I was too stupid to do anything else. And I used to start imitating stuff I saw on TV and stuff and joking around. And my sister said, a friend of hers said there was a club in New York that you could do open mic night.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think I've written a new joke since then. Yeah.
Okay, so besides stand-up comedy, you have quite a repertoire of voiceover work.
Yes.
So you've done Iago in Aladdin. You did the duck for the Aflac insurance commercial.
Yes, talk about past, that's past tense.
And you did Digit in the PBS show Cyber Chase. So why do you think that you've gravitated towards doing bird voices?
Yeah, I've specialized in birds. I've done other animals, right. But boy, birds is just something I fit in so well.
And what other animals have you done?
I was a horse on Family Guy. I was a dog in Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, yeah.
I was an ant in an insecticide commercial. A toaster's not an animal, so okay, I can't include the toaster.
How do you prepare for these types of roles?
Well, when I was doing Aladdin, I lived with a family of parrots for a year. Because I work like De Niro.
Do you do any observational work, or just you do your own voice?
Yes, I have to make sure I'm loyal. to the birds that I'm doing.
Horse? How about a horse?
Yes. Here. I'll show you the subtle differences. See, here it's the parrot voice. Hi, I'm the parrot. Here's the horse voice. Hi, I'm the horse.
So you just do your own voice, no matter what. Yeah,
but there's a very tiny, subtle difference that most people don't notice. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you currently don't have any pets, but maybe Lily and Max are beginning to ask you, or if you had a pet, what would it be?
I don't know. Maybe an anaconda. Yeah, some poisonous, dangerous snake.
And what would you name it?
Let's see. Oh, if it's anaconda, I could name it Anna.
Okay, and my last question is, can you put a voice to Anna the anaconda?
Okay, this is going to be tough, so you're going to have to work with me on this one. Okay, hi, I'm Anaconda. Like that?
Yeah, definitely.
See?
Okay, that's all I have for you.
Different from my other voices.
Thank you. So that pretty much concludes my very first segment on Pet Life Radio. I hope you enjoyed listening to Tales of the City as much as I enjoyed doing it. But before I say goodbye, DreamWorks has been so generous to give me some Mr. Peabody and Sherman giveaways for you guys. They are, drumroll please, Mr. Peabody and Sherman bow tie and glasses sets, and Mr. Peabody and Sherman IQ kits for your furry friends to see if they're as smart as Mr. Peabody. They were designed with the help of dog behaviorists, but are tons of fun. So if you'd like one of these gifts, email me at victoria@petliferadio.com with your name and address. Hurry up because the first 5 people will get one of these in the mail. On another note, I've decided to end every segment congratulating and celebrating someone for doing incredible work to help animals or mentioning an animal waiting for their forever home. Today I'd like to talk about Tristan. Tristan was rescued by the Bully Project here in NYC. He's a sweet and loving pit bull mix who was abandoned in a park overnight. Can you believe it? He has beautiful green eyes like my dog Echo and a chestnut-colored coat with patches of white on his feet and chest. He's so cute. Tristan loves people and does well with other dogs. He's eager to approach and say hello to anyone he meets, and he's quite the ladies' man. He has an even temperament, which means he's energetic and loves to go on walks, but he's also calm and well-behaved in the apartment. Tristan's a fast learner, and he's crate trained, so he can be left alone for a few hours. My favorite thing about Tristan is he's a great cuddler. If you think you and Tristan are the perfect match, email bullyprojectnyc@gmail.com for more information or to apply to adopt Tristan. That is bully, BULLY, projectnyc@gmail.com. Or visit www.adoptny.org/Tristan to see pictures and read more about him. Adopting a pet is an awesome thing. It's life-changing. But if you're not ready to adopt, then volunteer, donate, or spread the word about animals in need. So that concludes my segment. I'd like to thank Ty Burrell and Gilbert Gottfried for letting me interview them, as well as my family and friends for supporting me on my very first segment. Thanks for listening, and see you next time when I'll bring you another fun and exciting tale of the city.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.